Mr. DJ Rose, Verteezy, and C's. Welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap your seatbelt, go and settle land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.
No More Black Tears Mafia, No More Black Tears podcast. We back in the building. You know what I'm saying? Season C's, Verteezy. We turn up on another Tuesday. How y'all boy doing?
What's good, people?
Yeah, man, it's good to be back, man. It's good to have another episode. You know, sorry for any inconveniences last week, y'all.
So, man, we do it for our people, man. What's going on?
So, yeah, the first topic of the night, there was a woman, you know, and she's been going viral for a lot of her takes on femininity and masculinity. So, she was asked about whose responsibility it is in terms of women getting pregnant. And she said it's a woman's responsibility, and she gave her thoughts why. And, you know, there was men and women in the debate, and they kind of disagreed, you know, with her. Overall, fellas, in terms of like when a woman gets pregnant and it's an unwanted pregnancy, you know, who should most of the responsibility fall on, and how do y'all view that?
All right, so we've touched on this topic in multiple ways, whether it's a TNT, what's wrong with them, or being part of a smaller conversation. You probably know my stance already. If you don't, let me remind you. It takes two to tango. You can't say, oh, well, I went in raw, she let me. That's on you. Just like if you get a disease, who's that on? It ultimately is on you. You can let somebody tell you. It's just like I tell you, hey, it might be hot. Like, hey, this food is hot. It's good, but it's hot. And you still decide to partake in the fucking food when your ass is on the toilet. You can't say nobody warned you. Yet and still, I do. There's a lot of people that are just fucking and sucking out here, you know, doing dirty shit on both sides. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's your choice you made. How are you going to blame somebody for something that you chose to do? It's just like when women usually do like, oh, well, he was a great guy in the beginning and he did this. It's like you chose to ignore the signs. And it's just like, hey, shout out to my boy. I had said this weekend, it's like, hey, so what man is going to turn down pussy? Most men are not going to turn down pussy unless it's dirty. That's what I said. That's one caveat. I was like, I'm not crazy.
What heterosexual man is going to turn down some free pussy?
Like I said, man. Like I said, man. No disrespect. No disrespect.
No, I want to make that clear, because if you are a heterosexual man, you're not really turning down no free pussy.
And then it's like, if you know the pussy's dirty and you choose to go in with no protection.
But how you know it's dirty, though? You got the test in front of you? You got the statistics? Like you got the paperwork?
If you got...
Or you going off where everyone neighborhood says?
You got an inkling. And you've been around.
That's my point.
Everyone's had a situation.
So you think the pussy dirty, but you don't know it's dirty.
If you had a situation and you expect her to tell you, she gonna tell you. She already gave you the green light.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm saying like you don't know. You just think it's dirty.
You at the green light. You can either turn right or go. And you know there might be a roadblock. Or what's the construction sign where the road ends? You gonna ignore the road ends, dead end? You gonna ignore that? Or hey, construction ends, road ends at 400 miles?
Because I don't want the pussy.
And it's like, hey, when you're drinking, it's a free game. It's a free game. But it's like when we come back to the shit, at the end of the day, you can't be like, oh, well, she didn't tell me, she didn't do this. Nigga, you still chose to nut in the bitch. You still chose to go in raw. So it's like, I get it. There's a lot of bitches that will trap niggas. There's a lot of bitches that will not state the full shit they got. And they will go around giving it out for free and loose and whatever. I'm still going to blame. At the end of the day, it's just like a choice. Like we say every one of us has said it at the table. We've all said it, different stances, different topics. At the end of the day, it's a choice. You chose. She allowed you, but you still chose.
I agree with you, man. But see this thing, I'm gonna take it to sports. I'm Steph Curry on the team. Rose is Klay Thompson. And you Nick Young. You Swaggy P.
I can't be Durant, man. No. I don't want
Swaggy P.
I don't want this.
We lose the game. So it's all our fault? Nah, man. It's going to be more responsibility on me because I'm Steph Curry. And then Rose going to take the second most responsibility is Klay. And because you Nick Young, Swaggy P, you get the least amount of responsibility. Like, that's just how life is. It's unfortunate. But because of gender roles and because of how society's set up, like, it's unfortunate, but in terms of this conversation, do I feel like it's 100-0? Nah, man. A man got to take responsibility for where he put his seed at. But do I feel like it's 50-50, like you're suggesting? Hell,
I'm not saying it's 50-50.
I don't think it's 50-50.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even think it's 60-40 because I'm of the belief women control the assets for sex.
I'm not even saying that. So don't get what I'm saying, Mr. Screw. I'm actually putting more blame on the nigga more than the bitch. The bitch is, okay, cool. It's like it's a door. It's a door.
And I'm going the opposite way. If you want to put more blame on the bitch, the nigga than the bitch, I'm putting more blame on the woman because at the end of the day, I feel like, and I don't have a daughter, but if I had a daughter, I just really would teach her like, man, these niggas ain't shit. You make sure when you lay down with a nigga that you really like this nigga, and if you gonna let a nigga fuck you raw, man, you better know for sure that this is a nigga that you possibly think is a good man. Like, at the end of the day, women control the assets for sex. Like, most niggas I know, and I'm not speaking for everybody this time, I'm just gonna say niggas I know, they not turning down pussy. Like, it's been plenty of situations in my life where I done had a bitch, I done had a condom and everything, I'm with the chick or whatever, I'm getting ready to fuck, and before I could put the condom on, she just slipped my dick in. I'm like, oh, we doing this. We doing this kind of party tonight. I say less. But I've also had the reverse. It's been the winter time. It's been middle of December. It's cold as hell. It's like 30, 20 degrees outside. I'm at the bitch spot. She just sucked my dick. I done ate her pussy and everything. We getting ready to fuck. I'm being real. I'm being transparent now. And we getting ready to fuck. And my dick is harder than a fucking Jolly Rancher. I'm talking about harder than Chinese arithmetic.
She just got off work.
And I'm getting ready to stick. Yeah, man. You know, hey, sometimes I eat pussy straight at the club. Sometimes I eat it straight at the shower. I don't know. But I'm getting ready to stick my dick inside of her. And then, like, literally, she tells me, you got a condom? I'm like, nah. She's like, you got to get one. I ain't got one in my car. She was like, well, the gas station's open. And I'm talking about it's like 1, 2 in the morning. Guess what I did? I got put my basketball shorts back on, drove to the gas station barefoot, got the condoms, bought the little condoms for like for $4 some change because I wanted the pussy. That's my point. Bitches, women choose the access point. Like, outside of it being forceful, we talking about consensual sex here, everybody. You choose to let a nigga slide in you raw? Yeah, you could hit the argument of, well, I thought he was going to pull out. I didn't know he was going to nut in me. You chose to let a nigga slide in you raw. Like, I remember watching, we talked about 90s movies last week. I remember watching House Party, and Kid had a chance to get some pussy from Tisha Campbell's character. I forgot her name. But anyway, Play was like, man, why you didn't do it, man? I didn't have a rubber. And he said, man, bro, you supposed to still fuck her, man. And he was like, man, I don't want no kids. He said, man, that's on her, man. And she got to deal with the consequences. As fucked up as that sound, that's really the truth. The truth is, we see the statistics and how niggas can just leave situations So you as a woman, why would you even put yourself in a situation to let a motherfucker nut in you, get you pregnant, and then make you a single mom when we already see how most niggas operate anyway? Then on top of that, before I give it to Rose, once a woman gets pregnant, I just got a quick question, C's. You get a bitch pregnant. The minute she tells you she's pregnant, what are your choices as the man?
Hey, get with her and tell her, hey, what you want to do?
Exactly. What you got to look at her like a dumb face. So what you gonna do?
Hey, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Like, cause guess what? She got multiple choices. She can say, you know what? I'm gonna have this baby and raise it. I'm gonna get an abortion. I'm gonna have the baby, but give it for adoption. Unless you decide that you want to take sole custody, then that's a whole different discussion or whatever. As the man, you ain't got no say. Once she get pregnant, there is nothing you can say. You can tell her straight up, nah, man, I'm not ready to be a father, man.
You speaking Spanish?
And this and that.
It's something you can say.
You can say it,
but you can't. Ain't nothing you can do.
But ain't nothing you can do. Exactly. You can tell her.
So we speaking Spanish now. No say. No say. I don't understand. No say.
Exactly. So I feel like, yo, because of the fact that she got all the power, like, yeah, man, what Uncle Ben said is Peter, with great power comes what? Great responsibility. The fact that most women have that kind of power to wield, yo, you got to be responsible when you let certain niggas slide up in you. Like, you need to understand there are niggas out here that's here for a good time, not a long time. Bruh, I'm gonna keep it real. This conversation is really kind of irrelevant to niggas at this table because Rose, Caesar C's, and Bertizzi, we're gonna take care of our responsibilities. You know, if we get a bitch pregnant, we're gonna take care of responsibility. Whether it's a bitch that's a crackhead or whether it's a bitch that's the CEO of 500 bunch company. Like, we're gonna take care of responsibility. Like, we are black men that are gonna raise our kids, man. And I done seen Rose raise all his motherfucking kids. So I know he gonna raise his kids. I'm gonna raise my kids. C's gonna raise his kids. But for the average man, not black or white, just average man, bro, there's a lot of niggas out here don't give a fuck, bro. Niggas out here would tell you their name is Ben and their name be Jerry, and the next thing you talking about you pregnant and you text them like, I'm pregnant, Ben, and they be like, they ghost you and be like, that bitch don't know my name. I told her my name was Ben, my name really Jerry. So yeah, I just feel like in terms of this conversation, women need to understand because they control the assets for sex, man, the pregnancy is more so their responsibility than it is the man's.
Yeah, so when it comes to the pregnancy, it's like a guy can do what he's supposed to do, but if they come to if a couple come into an agreement or him and she come into agreement and they decide not to go raw, say we're going raw, then if the dude don't do what he's supposed to do, then he leaves it all up to the woman. So the guy has some implications in it, but if he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, then he leaves it up to her. So it's like, that's like going to the going to the I don't know, say going to the courtroom and say, or like, oh, do you want a lawyer or do you not? I'm leaving up to you, judge. You do whatever you want to do. Or something like that, because the judge got all the power.
Oh yeah, no.
So
I agree.
So it's like, I'm leaving it up to you.
But that's what I'm saying. I think
so once
it's 30-70.
So once that guy gives that woman that power, he can't take it back.
Agreed. Facts.
So the woman has the power, but once that guy agrees to give her that power, like and do what he, because she can't. Dudes can't get raped if they sleep and drunk and things like that. That happens. Yes.
It happens, but we talking about consensual sex.
Yes. So
on both sides.
So if the dude is trying to really do something, and he decides to take that chance, man, I'm trying to tell you, I say all the time, like Pimp C say, man, these hoes trying to get paid to give nigga AIDS, man. So if you wasn't to pay this hoe to give you that package, it could be a baby, it could be a package, it could be something else. If you really pay that hoe to give her that, then hey man, it's all on you, man.
It's true, man.
But we talking about straight pregnancy though. We ain't talking about everything else. We ain't talking about all the other packages.
Yeah, no, just pregnancy.
This ain't Christmas time. It's Valentine's Day. So
I thought it was Halloween, bro. Spooky. It's spooky out here for these hoes.
It is scary.
That's about 30 days.
It is scary though. It is scary, but it ain't Christmas. It's Valentine's Day. They say that's the whole holiday. So if you willing to spend your bread and do this stuff for this whole and you ain't getting no backup and protect yourself, hey, you giving her all the power. Yeah, rubbers do break and things like that, but still, once you one of my homeboys' mama always said, like, before you have sex with somebody, shout out to J-Ro, his mom said, before you have sex with somebody, imagine her being your baby mama.
I agree with that, man. But can I ask a question?
No.
Like, what about the flip side though? Like, you raising a daughter, like you ain't telling your daughter, imagine this nigga be your baby daddy.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You should.
It goes both ways.
Especially we talking about situations of consensual sex when you know 9 out of 10 we all men. How many times if a bitch tell you put a condom on, like niggas be like, man, fuck that, I ain't gonna get the pussy then. Like that's rare. I'm not even gonna say it doesn't happen, but how often have you had a homeboy tell you, man, this you wouldn't put a condom on, so I said, fuck that shit.
Nah, you gonna put the condom on.
So like, if a bitch just be like, put a condom on, but most niggas is gonna do what?
But on the opposite end, I'm the type of nigga, it's a certain crowd, I don't put a condom on anyway. That's just me and us.
Some niggas gonna put it on, and then when she ain't looking, they gonna slip it off.
Yeah, they might.
And that's a whole. But hey, they initially.
But
technically, I'm real. That's technically rape, though.
Hey, it ain't.
Yeah, that is technically rape, bro. Yes.
Okay.
By the letter of the law.
I'm not going. We're not going into legal.
That's what I'm saying. Like we just talking about consensual sex right here, where women are basically making choices of, yo, I don't want you with a condom.
All right. So on the flip side,
because I've had women say I don't like rubbers. I've had women say that.
Yo, on the flip side, what about when you in it and she said, "Fuck it, take the condom off"?
I've had women do that.
That's what I'm saying.
And if she says do that, then she needs to be prepared for whatever comes with that. She needs to be prepared for if I nut in her, that means she's gonna be pregnant. Probably.
So if she says slow down or chill, he's like, "What you doing?"
It could happen. You don't know what might happen. I'm just saying, like for the most part, most women control the access point of sex. Women control how sex is conducted for the most part. So like once we agree with that, at that point in time, I feel like it becomes very simple. The responsibility is 70-30. Because if a woman tells you to put a condom on, you're going to put a condom on. And at that point in time, if a woman gets pregnant and she decides she doesn't want to keep the baby, like, yo, you ain't got no say in that, man. Because I've heard of situations where a man found out his girl was pregnant and was happy to be a father, and then a week later found out the bitch basically aborted the motherfucking, and he was like, he came home and was like, hey, you can't drink, you got a baby. And she was like, I got rid of that little baby. I was like, what the fuck? Like that shit happens too.
That's some gone girl shit.
But I'm just, that shit happens though, man.
But I'm saying, to me, it's just like we talk about a lot of I'm just taking the same logic I've seen other people say. You had a choice to do something or not do something. It's like in life, we always talk about, what's the quote? I forgot what movie, but life is about choices. She said yes or no or allowed. She opened the door. My question to everybody is, did you have to walk through the door?
Yeah, have to walk through it, but let me be real, man. I know too many hoes. Let me repeat. I know too many hoes. Let me say one more time. I know too many hoes that are 30 plus years old. They hoes.
They women?
They hoes.
Oh my bad.
They 30 plus years old. and they don't have a single kid.
You ain't talking about in the field like plowing.
Nah, they just hoes.
Oh, they getting plowed.
How you want to define? They hoes, and they don't have kids because they made a concerted effort not to let a nigga just make them a baby mama. Like you, like as a woman, you can make a concerted effort to be like, yo, you gonna put a condom on, you gonna do this. I'm gonna be on birth control. Like, there's too many things for women out here. You can take the shot, you can wear the patch. Like, I done fucked women who take the pill. I done fucked women who get a shot. I done fucked the women from the back and be like, what's this patch right here? Oh yeah, that's my birth control right there. Oh, okay. I done fucked bitches and I'd be like, yo, I feel something. I feel like I'm rubbed against something. Oh, that's my little thing inside of me. Like,
IUD.
Yeah, like you're talking to a nigga that did it all now. What Jesus said? Jesus said, I done seen it all.
Don't they have the little shit in the arm?
Yeah, they got all that. They got implant. They got implant too. Like the fact that they got all these different options
and they choose not to.
Bro, I'm gonna speak for myself. If I'm a grown man, if I ever have a father, and I've said this for like about 7 years now, and I've said it to MGH, I've said it to Brenda on the pod, who's been on the pod, K. Hey man, and some people don't agree with me. Me and MGH, this is how we feel. If I have a daughter, man, soon as she becomes of age, I'm putting you on the pill, man. You get on birth control. Like, I'm putting you on birth control. Like, even if she tells me she's not, no, I'm not finna do all that shit T.I. was doing when he was like, let me know if she's a virgin, because I'm not finna violate her. But I'm putting her on birth control. Even if she tells me, Dad, I'm not even thinking of, no, I'm gonna put you on birth control anyway, because guess what? I was 15 years old once, and I don't know what the fuck you doing when I'm not home. And I don't know what you're doing when you out with your friends. So guess what? I'd rather be like, you know what? You on birth control, man. I done bought you condoms. I don't want you to do shit, but at least be protect yourself, because niggas ain't shit.
I mean, and then with that, it's like you got to start early, man. Like, especially nowadays, you got to start early. I'll say this. It's been like that for maybe 40 plus years, where it's like you got to start early. Everybody sees everything, whether it's movies, media. Hey, do not take this as a fucking excuse. I am not letting you hoes off. I'm not letting you women off. It's y'all choice too. It's on both sides. Don't think I'm racking on niggas. I'm racking on you women too. It's a choice you make. When you let somebody, you make a split decision. You got to take the repercussions that comes with the shit. Shout out to my boy High Fives, man. D, shout out to D, man. High Five D. Yo, he used to have the care package for the hoes. No, matter of fact, he probably still does it. The care package for the hoes. It was a thank you note along with the pill. He was like, oh, you're going to take the pill. It was like, it's part of the care package. Your Uber's outside. It's 7 a.m. Uber's outside. Here's your little care package. Got the little pill for you. Go ahead, take that.
Oh, you mean the morning after pill?
Morning after, the little pills in there. Thank you, ma'am. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Hope your ride home is safe. You're going to take it, You're going to take this pill. Take the care package. Here's some, thank you note. All that lovey-dovey shit, whatever. But there's also something, just take care. Even wrapping up, he's like, you're still going to take it anyway. It's like, hey, you're not forcing nobody.
Can niggas be more responsible? Of course, C's. Niggas can be more responsible. Niggas should be more responsible. But
women should be more responsible too. You, just like we always talk about the baby mom conversation. Oh, he ain't shit. You knew he wasn't shit. You knew. But you still did what? You chose to let this nigga nut you. You chose to let this man.
I just feel like when we don't put most of the emphasis on women, we don't really let women know. We don't really emphasize to women how much power they have over society. Because me and MJ, we said this back in high school, and we in our 30s now. If women literally said, if all, let's just do the black community. If all black women said, you know what, I'm only dating niggas with college degrees, I promise you, most black men will get college degrees. Like if women said, I'm not dating nobody who smoke weed, most black men wouldn't smoke weed. Like most of the thing that men do, and this is going to sound like pathetic, we do it because of women. Like a lot of the stuff that men do now in terms of like selling drugs, scamming, trying to get fast money and all this other stuff, they do that shit because they know women want a nigga with a lot of money. They know women like quote unquote bad boys. They know women like thugs. They know women like this and that. If women literally say, I'm not dating no nigga that did their time in prison, guess what? Niggas ain't gonna try to go to prison. Like if they literally felt like, oh man, I can't do that shit because I wouldn't get no hoes, niggas ain't fucking with most of that shit, bro. I like, and I think this is the thing that a lot of women don't really understand is a lot of men are doing stuff because they're trying to get hoes. Like it's only a small portion of men that move based off of how they just want to move. Like when Rose was talking a couple episodes ago about how when he was in college, him and his homeboy used to just be chilling and living life, and he could have had so many hoes, but he wasn't even thinking about it. That's a small portion of men. Most men are moving with the intention of getting hoes, whether it's in the moment, I'm trying to do whatever I can get hoes, or whether it's long term, like I'm trying to become a doctor, I'm trying to become a CEO, I'm trying to become an engineer, so I can put myself in position where I can just get the hoes I want to get. And I just always remember that scene from I Think I Love My Wife, when the nigga told Chris Rock character, hey man, you will lose money chasing women.
But
you'll never lose women chasing money. And let me tell you, as I get older, and we're going to talk about it later on the pod, it's a reason why a lot of old ass niggas, and as I've gotten older, I see why it's so easy for old niggas to get young bitches. Because old ass niggas, they have put their work in their life, Roseanne sees, where young hoes want that luxury life that niggas they age can't provide.
Oh, and just the end thing, this is going to be the last part for me. Yo, we always say, and you hear it, it's true. Life is about choices. You might not have all the information. Life is not ideal. There's always the ideal situation and things. It's just like, there was dudes that could have had, I've known and seen personally, come across still friends with people, you know, acquaintances and ex-coworkers, we still talk time to time, can have all, name some, they'll take you to some places, bad bitches everywhere. Every woman in there is 8 and up, 7.5 and up. Just doctors, lawyers, waitresses. Oh, she's a doctor during the day, or she's a cop during the day. She's a damn bartender at night. You know, chicks that got bread. They fucking with them because they want to fuck with them. They ain't like this ain't no, oh, he tricking off on a bitch. Like no, she bought her own Chanel shit. But they chose to be different. They made the choices like, if a bitch is gonna mess with me, she gonna have requirements, X, Y, Z. And I've seen women where it's like, yo, I'm not messing with a dude unless he got X, Y, Z. This is the bare minimum. You're meeting this standard. And it's like, if women got the power, you're still making a choice. Like, use your power to your advantage. At the end of the day, I'm not, fuck a percentage. At the end of the day, both parties have a say and a take what they do in the situation. Men, do not get distracted. Focus on what the fuck you actually need to focus. Do what you need to fucking do for your career. Women, the same thing. There was a meme I seen. It was like all these nursing, all these chicks that's getting nursing degrees, y'all some hoes, and I've seen heard stories about nurse how it gets down in the hospital. But at the end of the day, it's about choices. It's like, what do you want to do? Protect yourself. Both ends, both parties. Don't be a spectator. Don't be a spectator in your life. Make the right choice. Whether it's put a condom on, have that fucking conversation like, yo, what, you on the pill? You not on the pill? Fucking like, protect yourself. Like, especially men, protect yourself, and women the same thing. Fucking like know who you fucking with. Even if it's a one night stand, try to get at least a conversation. You can kind of fucking tell a lot of things. There's cues you can pick up on. Protect yourself, man. Like, don't be a spectator. Don't just go with the flow. Don't go with the wind. Hey, make the right choices. Make the right decisions. YOLO is not fucking true. It's not. Because guess what? You always got to deal with the after consequences. Whether you're burning or baby. It's B&B. Burn, baby.
What was that?
Yeah. I said my piece, man.
Hey, moving on to TNT, y'all, man. So
Dynamite. Tears or no tears.
Boom.
There was 3 mass shootings this past week and over the weekend. Without going into too much of the details, I'm just going to name the states as well as the environment that the mass shootings occurred in. The first one, Michigan, it happened in the Mormon church. The next one in North Carolina, it happened at a waterfront bar, so a bar that was basically on the water. And the last one that happened in Texas at the largest casino, in Texas, man. C's, what's your thoughts on, all these mass shootings? And it's plenty of people that got injured and plenty of people that didn't pass away, unfortunately.
So I know we've had conversations of this. It's way too common of a thing in America. The first 2 I knew about. The last one I didn't hear about that one. The one in North Carolina specifically. Currently in a program with a lot of veterans, part of that spec ops, high. Let's just say some badass motherfuckers. They had a brief conversation about that shit, casual conversation. There was a Purple Heart recipient. Basically he got injured in a war, combat situation. Whatever I don't know his convictions or whatever he had going on, but he basically shot up a fucking yacht, a boat. That's some odd shit. That ain't no regular shit. Like on the weekend, it's like you on a boat and you shot up a fucking dock. That ain't no regular shit. Like, this ain't the cartel. This ain't Venezuela. This ain't one of them cartel countries where, beats fly front, Mexico, cartel shot up. This ain't some regular shit. And it's like, to be part of that community, and then it's like, the whole MAGA thing, it kind of goes. We see the trends between different ethnicities. We see the trends. And then that happened on Mormons, it's like, it's why I always say, it's like, yeah, there's the gun violence too, but it's like, he pulled a European, some shit they do in Europe. It's hard to get guns in Europe. Like, it's very hard to obtain weapons in that scenario. He drove his vehicle into the building before. So that's some other shit. So it's getting to the point to where it's been more like that, but it's getting to the point to where it's like these people are looking online and they're studying other people. That's why I say it's a psychological thing. But yes, the access to the guns is a problem, but also it's the mentality behind shit. That's the scary. For me, that's really the scary part. Is maybe we end up banning guns, which I would be more afraid of who administration-wise does it and how they conduct it is where I disagree with a lot of people, especially as a firearm owner. But it's that situation where I'm slowing down because I'm really trying to say it in the right way and not come off a fucked up or certain way, but it's really a matter of the psychological shit behind it. Like, why did you attack this place? Do you have any correlation? How long did he watch it? It's always like seeing things from different perspectives, like taking a criminology class, taking a criminal justice class, being an FBI college seminar and seeing different mindsets and watching documentaries. It's like, what was their goal, what were they looking at online before, and all these different aspects. But it's sad to say this is the state we're in modern day, because it's not just America, man. There's attacks happening everywhere. In the Middle East, you got to worry about somebody blowing themselves up. In Europe, is somebody blowing something up and somebody driving their car to a crowd of and during a festival, Christmas, Springfest, whatever, France, Germany, Sweden, the Netherlands, somebody driving through 30 fucking people with a fucking truck. So, I mean, and in Africa, same thing with the village attacks and suicide bombers and all these different scenarios. So it's like, it's not, I'm more so on the side of, yes, the tool matters, but it's more so what somebody's trying to achieve and do. So
Yeah, so I'm just like, we're getting to the point where I can ask you C's, I can ask you Vertizi. I say, did you hear about that mass shooting? And what y'all probably would say is like,
Which one?
which one?
I'm laughing because
Which
of the irony
one?
of people.
That's true. Which one?
Which one? And we talking about, did you hear about that mass shooting this week? Which one? Which one? What do you mean? Which one? What do you mean, which one? We have gotten to the point in America when you ask somebody, did you hear about that mass shooting this week? They say, which one? Which one? That's wild, man. That's just wild, man. And it's hard for me to I got tears, but then it's hard for me to have tears from the people that does it. I don't have any tears for people that does it, but I have tears for the people that have got killed. But then you think about everything that we've been talking about on this podcast for the last 3 years, and it's like people want guns, but what they say? Guns don't kill people. People do. That's what they say?
Yeah, that's what they love to say.
Guns don't kill people. People do. But usually, like she said, this is a car, a bomb, things like that. The gun's the easiest thing to kill somebody. And I know this firsthand because I had lots of guns. And when I had guns, I was reckless. You say something to me, you do something to me, we been having fun, we party and things like that, straight to up it on somebody and tell somebody, I shoot you in your face, or I'm starting busting up people or things like that. That's why people don't need guns. I know that's why I don't have any more. Because if I had one, especially nowadays with these young dudes, I've been done shot plenty of them. And I ain't aiming for I ain't a low body shooter. I'm shooting your face.
Hey, we put niggas on t-shirts.
What t-shirt?
And I ain't being Ray. I ain't just talking.
Yeah, man. I got tears, man, because people always try to make this such a political topic when you talk about mass shooters. This ain't a political topic, man. This is a topic for humanity. Because whether you're for guns or against guns, I feel like we all can agree that the violence needs to stop, especially with gun shooting. And like you said, Rose, people like to say, guns don't kill people. People do. That's true. People do kill people. But can we do something about the tools that people use to commit these violent acts? Because the guns make it too easy for people to kill people, man. And it just makes me think, man, when I think about the Mormon church that was attacked, and Mitt Romney spoke about it. Mitt Romney is like one of the most famous Mormons out there. He ran against Obama, in 2012 for the presidency and lost. But it makes me think, Utah is a Mormon state. for the most part. Like most Mormons live in Utah. Charlie Kirk was killed in Utah. I just wonder if that attack on that Mormon church had something to do with someone wanting to get revenge for Charlie Kirk. You know? Then you look at some of these other situations from the, North Carolina shooting at the waterfront bar, and that kind of disturbed my soul because me and my friends at the table, Rose and C's, how often we just go to the bar together and just have drinks? How often we go to the bar just to watch the game? And it's like, yo, like you're not safe at the bar, you're not safe at the church. And then, I think about my homeboy MGH who lives out in Texas, who him and his wife, he'll tell me all the time, they like to go to the casino. They like to just go to the casino and just spend a couple of dollars and just have fun. And the biggest casino in Texas got shot up. Like, my only thing is, and this is to anybody listening, we need to start caring about this stuff. Because it's easy to just see this stuff on the news and not care about it when you don't think about your loved ones and your family. Because I go to church, I got loved ones that go to church. I got family, I got loved ones and family that go to casinos. And I got loved ones and families, including myself, that like to go to bars. And these are not places that are hard to get into. These are places that just everyone likes to go to from time to time for whatever reason, man. So I got huge tears, man, and we got to come to a solution to stop this violence, man. So moving on to somebody who used to rap about violent stuff to now raps about different stuff. Young Thug was doing on a podcast and he was being interviewed, and he basically said that, his girlfriend, Mariah the Scientist, he would feel less than a man if his girlfriend has to go talk to a therapist about what's wrong with her. Because he feels like him and his girl should just meet each other and talk to each other whenever they got issues going on. C's, what's your thoughts on this? Because me and MJ should talk earlier, and mental health in the black community is not seen as serious. What's your thoughts on these comments?
Quick sidebar. You was a bitch for that shit you dropped. I ain't gonna lie, the album cover and then the song to go with. I was rocking with you. People convinced me, and I've listened to conversations about people replying, but that shit you dropped, that's some dumb shit. I first of all, I'm gonna speak on that shit. It's very fucking offensive. I'm not taking kindly to that shit. Very fucking ignorant, stupid shit that niggas would do, and fuck what you got going on. From a standpoint of fame and what your cred in the streets and your fame and money, fuck what you got going on. Legal shit, I'm not gonna wish ill on nobody. But sometimes you need an outside party. Sometimes you can't talk to family, you can't talk to your friends because they're gonna have a skewed view. So for him to sit there and say you feel like less of a man for her seeking that, you should probably look at it from a different perspective. It's like, all right, maybe they just need somebody that won't be biased or partial to one side. So I mean, I get it. A lot of times, like I'm one of the people that's like, what the fuck? I'm gonna pay somebody an hour. I'm gonna pay somebody to tell somebody my problems or my issues or how I feel for an hour. For them to tell me some shit. You know what I'm saying? But there's a validity to therapy. Like, I'm not knocking anybody who goes to therapy. So it's like, you should never feel less of a man. Like, if anything, you should probably get fucking counseling your damn self. Because obviously you got some fucking issues with your homeboys and people you thought was your people. So it's like, you should probably counsel your damn self. But for her to do that and you to feel less, it's not saying anything about you. It's like, oh, you can't talk to me, we can fix it. Not everything's, you can't fix everything and you can't control everything. So I'm like, I got tears, man, for somebody's relationship. It's like, hey, if that's what she needs to do to be her best self and for her to take care of herself, just let her, man. Like, it's really like you gotta have a conversation with your partner or your girl, whatever. Just allow that person to deal with what they need to deal with yourself. Like, everything can't be handled internally. As much as we talk about the shit, whether it's work, friend groups, personal relationships, love relationships, and it's okay. It's okay to have somebody impartial, to have somebody that has nothing. The advantages they have nothing to gain from the conversation except money. It's like you're paying me, or hey, I'm taking time out my schedule. This is my job for you to deal with whatever you're dealing with, whether it's PTSD, whether it's marital problems, whether it's family, whether it's work. So I mean, this is one of the problems. Like, don't think someone seeking therapy is a problem. Sometimes people just need that outside perspective that's unbiased, I'm not gonna say unwarranted. That's not the right word, but hey, just let her do her thing.
Oh, so I don't have no tears for the situation. Everybody, I disagree with you on the album
All right, nigger.
because
All right, nigger.
Wait,
because
you taking a clip from one song, bro? Did you listen to all the songs?
yeah,
That's all I need to see.
I disagree with you on the album. That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. That's why he put the first. That was the first song on the album. Like, cause the first half of the song was fire, and then he went somewhere else. I thought it was funny. And he admitted that he was trying to be funny with the album cover, kind of like Drewski did, and with that he was trying to be funny, and I thought it was funny, and some of the rest of the album was still some of the album was still kind of off. But did you forget who was making the album? Ain't that what he does? So that's what he does. So I disagree with you on the album. You know what I'm saying? Because I listened to it twice, 3 times, and as far as the therapy, have any of y'all ever went to therapy before? Been therapy before, Bertizzi?
When I was juvenile justice, that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah. So, have you been to therapy recently, Cheese?
Not recently, a couple years ago, for like 1 or 2 sessions.
1 or 2 sessions. Okay. I've been to therapy for more than 1 or 2 sessions, and I remember my brother asked me, "Hey, do you think you need therapy?" I said, "I be in therapy every day. All my coworkers are licensed therapists. You know what I'm saying? So I be in therapy every day. But as far as paying for therapy, I have done that. Maybe I have done maybe I say 25, 30 sessions. You know what I'm saying? And it is a good thing for people that need it. For me, I don't think I need it because I know what my issues are, and I know if I want to do something different or if I don't. And I feel like what he was saying was like, for him being a man and his woman needing somebody else to tell her what I already done told you is a waste. And that's basically what he was saying. And I felt him on that because like I done told you this. This is what you need to do. Now you got to go to therapy and let the therapist tell you, you better do whatever he tell you to do. That's where he was coming from. But every situation ain't like that. Some of my situations was like that. So it's like I'm telling you, like, you need somebody else to tell you this, but I already done told you this. But it's a good thing for somebody else to tell you, but people only listen for so much time. So they might listen to be like, oh yeah, I understand what you're saying. But unless you continually going and paying your money to these people and they brainwashing you and telling, well, not brainwashing you, but it's putting it in your brain, putting those pins in your brain. If you don't continue to do it, people are going to fall back into their own ways of thinking. So it's kind of like a catch and no catch situation. So it's like, unless you continuously go, it's not going to work for some people. But I think it's good for everybody to just go, just to experience it. And so then like, oh, I am on some bull crap. Yeah, I might need to change this. I understand where she coming from or where he coming from. It's a good thing to do. I'm not against that, but I'm very for it. And I think a lot of people need it. And most people that say that don't need it the most. But I understood where he was coming from because when you're a millionaire and you telling somebody like, hey, do this, the millionaire's not gonna change. So if you go be with the millionaire, either you do what he tell you to do or you get lost. So that's basically what he was saying, I think.
Yeah, man. Black people need therapy. We need to take out mental health. And I kind of felt what he was saying in the sense of, I feel like you should be close enough with your spouse where y'all should talk to each other about stuff. But to your point, Rose, sometimes you need professionals with unbiased opinions and unbiased sides to kind of help navigate, those thoughts, man. I will say this to any black man listening. It's okay to talk to a counselor. It's okay to talk to a therapist. Same thing to black women. But I do feel like if you're in a relationship, you need to be able to communicate with your spouse. Like if you ain't communicating with your spouse, then all that other bullshit doesn't even matter, man. And that's the first thing. Communicate with your spouse and be open, and not just open, but transparent with what's going on with you physically and mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, man. Unfortunately, man, we got another sad situation. There was a grandfather who had an influencer, basically record them. He gave him $100,000. Apparently, the grandfather's biological blood nephew found out, saw the video, and ended up kidnapping and torturing the grandfather, to the point where, to get the money. And they're still looking for him. The grandfather did not snitch. He did not roll over and say who it was. C's, what's your thoughts on this?
Very sad situation, man. This is part of the problem. You see something good happen to you, it's like, yo, why not just ask him for the money? You know what I mean? You needed something. Why the fuck didn't you just ask him? Like, what do we say? The people closest to you will hurt you the most. This is one of those situations, man. People just trying to get over, man. I hate to see it, and it's very unfortunate. Crabs in the barrel mentality, man. And then like, hey, sometimes that money ain't for you for a reason. It's a reason why they got it and you didn't get it. So, I mean, maybe something you need to look at yourself internally. It's like, as a person, how do you feel? Why do you feel comfortable? Hey, I should get that money. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take it. I'm going to do whatever. That's why last week, people you can't help, desperate. You're willing to cross family or friends or people you associate with just for a couple $100,000. Foul shit, man.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears for the situation. It's like the whole situation kind of messed up. Like the nephew, it's just the whole situation messed up. It's like, why? But this thing about it is like, it's messed up, but I don't have no tears for it because it's you the grandfather, so you the elder of that family. So in some instance, you raised some kids to be that kind of way. So you raised some YNs, and so I can't feel sorry for the YNs doing some backward stuff to you because ain't no way you should let the YNs get over on you like that.
He raised them niggas to beat his ass.
Yeah.
He was whooping their ass back in the day. Now they just returned the favor.
Nah, he raised them to be hoodlums, and now they were hoodlums, and they took it out on him. Like, you can get beat up, but you ain't supposed to get robbed.
You supposed to keep your mouth quiet and hold the money down.
Hey man, you can get beat up, but you ain't supposed to get robbed.
Hey man, that shit was crazy, man. Can you imagine if Tommy and them would have beat up Grandpa Lou from Rugrats? That shit would have been crazy, man. I don't know, man. Like, he wasn't dealing with Rugrats. He was dealing with baby kids. And baby kids is a whole different breed, man. Because they don't die, y'all. They multiply. You see, they multiply. Yeah, I got tears, man, because it's sad that this happened to your own blood when someone comes up and you got a younger person saying like, we're just gonna rob them. Because this happens all the time. I'm not gonna lie, it happens all the time, especially in the black community, where your own blood will see you as a mark, they see you as a target, and they're just trying to take it from you instead of just saying like. And a lot of times, most people are so kind-hearted where it's like, I would have gave them money, I would have helped them out if they would have just told me they needed it or whatever. And I'm pretty sure the grandpa would have looked out for his nephew if he would have just said, hey, yeah, I need some help or whatever. But he didn't want no help. He wanted everything, man. That's the sad part, man. I got tears, and we got to respect our elders, y'all. Moving on, there was a South Carolina judge who presided over the Dylan Roof bonding hearing. He was very sympathetic to Dylan Roof's case, saying that there was victims on both sides and that, Dylan Roof's families was going to be victims. And C's, you got the quote from the judge?
Yes, I have 2 direct quotes. So bear with me, because...
Okay, why you put a quote?
No, I got it. Okay. We have victims, 9, but we also have victims on the other side. There are victims on this young man's side of the family. We must find it in our hearts at some point in time, not only to help those that are victims, but to help his family as well. He also said, that was the gist of his thing, but he was basically advocating for the Dylan Roof's family also, which is like, you know how that goes, man.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Also, in terms of like the judge, to add on, it was found out that he had child pornography on his phone in terms of pictures and videos. I mean, I got tears, man, because we look at the system, we look at the people in charge of the system, and a lot of them are evil people who have ulterior motives. And so we look at somebody who is basically, I'm not going to say supporting white supremacy, but he was not looking down on white supremacy. Because let's remember, everybody, me, Rose, and C's looked at the Dylan Roof case when we started this episode. He was convicted of not just murder, but a hate crime. And Rose was very adamant, like that's one of the first recent hate crimes in recent memory, because he got a death penalty for it. So this is a judge who knew what this young man was going up against and was trying to still be sympathetic towards him. And it just shows like the morality of some of these people that we put in positions of power and how they look at certain things. So I just feel like, that's something that we definitely need to look at. Before I give it to Rose, this is the reason why there's so many people who want to see that Epstein list. Because we as a country, as a society, we need to know where a lot of these niggas more stand at. They be trying to tell us what we need to do and what we don't need to do. Because I'm telling you right now, the reason why that list won't come to light, it's a lot of motherfuckers y'all respect, it's a lot of motherfuckers y'all listen to, and it's a lot of motherfuckers that have power that like to mess with little kids, bro.
Yeah, so I ain't got no tears for it because we already know this. It's like, and the fact of it's like he probably sympathetic with it, but also like most judges are voted in. So the last time I went to Charleston, I seen a lot of black folks and I seen a lot of Hispanic folks. Not so many. There's white folks there too, but I seen in the areas that I have been in. I can't say for the whole areas, but the areas that I have been in, there are some colleges there too, some PWIs, but a lot of black folks and a lot of Mexican folks, and y'all voted this judge in and those were the things that he said, and also like Bertizzi said, like the people in influence, they they be on some dirty stuff. It's like how all of a sudden there's a list, but there's no list. They like little kids, man. People like little kids. It should be known. People like little kids. It's not okay. It's not right, but people do like it, and they should be in jail or underneath the jail or beat with stones. I ain't got no tears for it though.
So I'll say my piece real quick. Ironic. It's just one of those things. At the end of the day, regardless of your position, man, people are people. Everybody got skeletons in the closet. Very ironic.
Everybody ain't got them. People with a lot of money got lots of them, but everybody ain't got them. I ain't got no skeletons in my closet.
Hey, talking about everybody, man. So 42% of women we did a poll, and they said they wouldn't date a man that was too busy to spend time with them. C's, what's your thoughts on that?
That bitch lying. That bitch lying. These hoes lying. These women lying. You talk about. I'll probably say this shit. I'm probably gonna say this shit the rest of the night. You probably gonna hear me say it 20 more times. Choices. What do you choose? Would you want a nigga that has time to spend with you and not make the money that you are used to with your lifestyle? Or would you be willing to choose a nigga that's busy as fuck and choosing to spend his time with you when he spends his time with you? But it's like, hey, y'all done took 10 vacations and stuff in a year. If it was just on you going with your homegirls in Puerto Rico, you wouldn't have gone. But you done been to Dubai, Thailand, Lake Tahoe. Y'all took a weekend trip to San Francisco and all this other shit.
They ain't did all that. That's more than 42% of your time. You know, I mean, that's
saying.
more the time.
But he got money like that.
That's once a year. But I ain't got no tears for these hoes either, man, because I think it's true though. They do, because time is money. They don't really want. They want you to spend money on them, but they want you to spend money on them all the time. Excuse me. That choked me up. Go ahead, Vortizi.
Damn, bro.
That was too real.
Hey, you see this bullshit these hoes talking about? These bullshit. That's that bullshit they be talking about.
Yeah. Hey, well, no, what he said is real, man. I've always felt like this. Like, do you want a man who has the time or a man who has the money? Like, I remember being in my mid-20s, late 20s, and I used to always get this question from hoes, like, hey, why are you single? Why are you single? Why are you single? Like, hoes would be like, yo, you shouldn't be single. And I used to be like, man, hoes say they want a nigga who work until they need a nigga who work. Because a nigga who actually works, and shout out to MGH, because, you know, me and him are two of the friends groups who, you know, two of the boys in the friend group who actually used to do a lot of overtime. When you actually working, you not free to do a lot of just bullshit, because you spend a lot of time at work, especially if you work in jobs with 12-hour fucking shifts, to the point where a lot of hoes have to understand this nigga just don't have time to just do all the shit that I just want to do. And I just feel like hoes got to make a decision. If you want a nigga who free all the time, understand he probably gonna be broke. But if you want a nigga who actually out here taking care of business, doing what he's supposed to do, he not gonna be just free on any day you want him to be free, at any time you want him to be free. Because even the niggas who got 9 to 5s, someone like Rose who got 9 to 5 or whatever, like if his wife wanted to go dance until 4 in the morning at a club, he got to be up like 8 in the morning. You know, like he can't go dancing at a club just during the week like till 4, 5 in the morning. He got to be up 8 in the morning to go to work, man. So like these are some of the things that you deal with when you have a BMW, a black man actually working. You know, so yeah, definitely I got major tears, man. Moving on to what's wrong with these hoes. So we've talked about age gap relationships in the past, and there was this woman who basically was talking about hip hop and, you know, just, you know, age gaps in the 90s from some of Brandy's relationships, because she was always underage with older men, to Jay-Z and Beyonce, you know, and to a lot of other popular people. C's, let's have a serious conversation about the age gap relationship conversation that's been going on the last couple of years.
I don't like it as an actual topic. I don't like it. It's kind of one of them situations. I'm like, yo, choices. Here we go again. It's about choices. You choose to deal with what age you deal with, whether it's 20 years, 10 years. For me personally, at this age of 33, I'll probably go max 9, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? That's like my max. And it's like, yo, I got to calibrate what I talk about, what I do, and where the conversation goes just to even deal with them. Because I'm like, yo, I can't, it's hard for me to relate sometimes to men my age. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas. Like I'm like, how you think it's gonna deal when you go to the opposite sex? You know, it's like, yo, you trying to rock with somebody, and the conversations, the things they think about, unless you meet somebody quote unquote mature, and even then, it's like I done met some females they got their shit together. Put it like that. They got their shit together. They, 22, 23, 24, 25, got their shit together. But it's like when you have the conversation with them.
Well, who you met that was 22, 23 that had their stuff together?
Bitches fresh out of college, got a job, nice job, nurse. But it's like, you talk to them, it's like, you're great on paper, but when I have a conversation with you.
I mean, they ain't got their stuff together.
So I guess we're rephrasing the phrase, got your shit together. It's like, mentally, you got like, career-wise and shit,
Yo, okay,
you got your shit together.
Okay, I understand saying that.
Career-wise, you got your shit together. Mentally,
yeah,
you still in college. Like, you still living that young life. You wild. You going to work, you got a 12-hour shift. What the fuck are you doing at the club 4 in the morning? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. So it's like, maturity, like that whole thing, that whole conversation about women mature faster is bullshit. It's honestly bullshit. Yes, they might have in a certain set, their mentality, career-wise, they might be together, or the way they think they deal with people, they're mature. It's all bullshit. Because it's like, yo, everybody's different. Men, women, every single person is different. But it's like, man, if a nigga is 50 years old and he wants to fuck 20-something years old, that's his prerogative. He probably retired and collecting pension and other shit, which are going away, by the way, but it's hard to find pensions. But, if you got money, it's like, you don't think she knows? Like, these girls, like, oh, she's a young girl and you just mess with young girls because they're vulnerable. Like, she's not that damn dense. These 19-year-olds, there's websites, sugar daddy this and billionaire that. They know what they're doing. They just choose to ignore the signs of like, hey, it's like, oh, you fucking wild, and like your dad probably doesn't approve of your relationship, but shit, you know what the fuck you doing. So I mean, it's kind of back and forth, and then it's like I've been seeing a lot of trend of women who's like, oh, hey, remember this scene from Black Panther, Hey Auntie? It's a lot of old women. I'm not saying old. 40's not old to me. I'm just saying in the sense of like, yo, you say you're like old nigga, whatever. Auntie's 4 years old. They was like, oh yeah, I just had a young YN walk up to me, tell me how young I was.
The Cougars. I seen the whole thing with Cougars on TikTok. They got a whole side of TikTok, and they bring young dudes on there, and they talking about they just want to hit and do all this other stuff.
And that's not what's the quote? Is it called targeting or whatever? Victimizing, whatever phrase you want to use. But that's the whole conversation in itself. It's like you got these females that have money, they're divorced or don't have kids, and they just want to mess with a young dude because they think he has stamina or whatever. And, I mean, I'm not picking a side. It's literally like, yo, what do you want to do? If you're grown, consenting adults, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But when it comes to me and my family, I'll be like, why the fuck are you messing with this old ass man? You know what he wants. I'm like, if my cousin 20-something years old and she says, hey, I'm messing with a dude, I find out she's messing with or she tells me she's messing with a dude who's in his 40s or something, I'm like, oh, I know what the deal was.
She was 20-something.
I already know the deal. I'm like, I already know. You know what's up? She know what's up.
All I want to know is, like, we keep talking about all this stuff, like, where they daddy at? Like,
right there, shaking his fucking head in the corner.
Where they
like,
daddy at? Like,
shaking his head like, hey, this some bullshit.
That nigga not around.
Where they daddy at? She don't know.
Like man, I'm be honest, man. Like, this my thing. First things first, hey man, long as it's legal, it's okay, man. Like long as wherever you live, it's legal, it is what it is. I'm not really too.
I ain't gonna say it's okay, but it's legal, but it's still kind of.
It's okay if it's legal. It's okay.
A 16-year-old being with a 40-year-old is legal.
Yeah, that's okay, man. Like, do I?
Certain states.
No,
certain states.
In Georgia, it's okay.
Do I approve of it?
No.
Like,
no.
do I?
I don't think it's okay.
Do I condone it?
Hell.
Nah, I don't condone it. But at the same time, I ain't got time to be arguing the law, bro. Like, okay, cool, bro. That's the law. It is what it is. Whatever. Let's move the fuck on. I'm not going to be debating about that shit. But I will say this, though. I do feel like there's a lot of hypocrisy in this conversation because there's a lot of older women who dated older niggas when they was younger, and now they trying to advocate against that shit. And I just want to know, why are you advocating against it? Do you think it's really wrong? Or are you mad, and this is not the case, but are you a 43-year-old bitch that's mad at someone like Rose, who it took 20 years since he was 18 or 20 to get to the level he's at in his life to establish himself as a successful black man? Are you mad that he's choosing to fuck with a 19 to 25-year-old bitch that you can't compete with physically? Because I really feel like that's what it is. I feel like there's a lot of these older bitches who are no longer in their prime, who are trying to say, oh, baby, don't mess with them older niggas. They ain't shit.
Those are the only ones that complain about it.
But you over here trying to date a nigga, well, not an older nigga, but a nigga your age, because them niggas are already established. But guess what? When you
they ain't trying to date them. They trying to marry them.
You trying to marry them. But when you was 19, guess what? You wasn't even thinking about the 19-year-old your age, because guess what? When Rose was 19, which, shout out to him, he's not off, he's off the market, ladies. But when he was 19, there was a lot of other 19-year-old bitches that was not thinking about him because he was not the diamond he is today. He was a piece of coal. So, but he actually took time to be a diamond. And to me, that's really the real issue is a lot of you hoes, especially black bitches, y'all not willing to be with a nigga when he a piece of coal. Y'all not willing to see the maturation process. And that's what I find so beautiful about black love when I see a situation like Denzel Washington and Pauletta Washington, where it's like she was with that nigga when he was broke, and then they matured to what they became. Or even like, I don't want to talk too much on him, but even Rose's situation, him and his wife, they found each other young, and they matured to where they're at now. Like that, to me, that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be, let's build something together. But instead, a lot of you hoes want to get something that's already built. So because you want to get something that's already built, like you messing with niggas, you 15 years old, you messing with a 25-year-old nigga. Well, why you messing with because he got a car. He got his own place. He can buy me this. Other niggas in high school can't do shit for me.
Yeah, that's crazy because they want a dude that's already built, but then they want to build their body. It's wild.
Hey, build a bitch. Fuck build a bitch. But and that be to me the issue that I be having with a lot of these conversations is a lot of the women that are against the shit are the women that when they was younger, they could tell you stories of, I used to get picked up in high school by this older nigga. I was 19 and I was fucking with a 35-year-old man. Man, Rose said this on the episode before. If y'all really pay attention, like we be dropping jewels on other episodes. If you just go back and listen, Rose said, and it's a reason why a lot of you hoes couldn't say who your baby daddy was. Y'all was 15 and 16 or 14, and when they said who your father, who the baby daddy, y'all quiet, cause y'all knew if y'all said who the baby daddy was, guess what? that nigga Akon, I'm locked up.
They won't let me out.
So y'all was quiet. Y'all was making it seem like the Holy Spirit got y'all pregnant, man. Like, so that's my biggest concern when it comes to that. Now, as far as the age, now let's move on to just the age dating aspect of it. MGH has been saying this to me the last couple times we talked. Man, it just became recently that we thought about this shit. Because historically, and I'm not trying to discuss women, the minute that y'all started having y'all period, y'all was seen as you ready to get married. You know, and I agree with MGH on that, bro. Because as someone who studies Black history, you got a lot of women, even Aretha Franklin. I think Aretha Franklin got pregnant at 13 years old. Like, historically, especially in the Black community, there was a lot of women who was having kids at 13, 14, even 12 years old or whatever. When you go back historically, and we're not even going to go back to the 1800s, let's just go to 1930s. Like you were seen as grown and you were seen as you could have children or whatever. Like Elvis Presley, he married his cousin at what, like 14 years old?
Johnny Cash.
You know, Johnny Cash, like, once women started having a, you know, menstrual cycle, it was seen as you're mature enough to whatever, to start having kids or whatever. Like, it just really became the last 30 years where we got to the point where, oh, you need to be this age and that age or whatever. And I feel like that's the part of the conversation that needs to be talked about as this is a societal thing, because there's still some cultures around the world where women be 12, 13 years old, you know, married to niggas that's in their 40s and stuff like that. Like, it's just in America that we're looking at it and we're like, yo, this is gross. Which, let me keep it real. For me personally, I think it's gross when I see some of these age disparities, man. Like, before I pass it on to Rose, you know, say what he got to say. The fact that someone like Shannon Sharp is like 56 years old and he thought it was okay to mess with a 19-year-old, that's disgusting, dog. She's younger than your daughters. Like, what the fuck is you at 56 years old is messing with a 19-year-old? At 56 years old, and I say this, you know, for me personally, and I admire Rose because he pretty much, you know, is living a life that I kind of want to imitate. You know, I just hope when I'm in my 50s, my dick is no longer controlling how I make my decisions.
So the only caveat I got today is like the comparison is like, oh, you have a daughter age. It's like, yeah, that's your child. You're literally thinking like, hey, you're.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not gonna fuck your child.
That's the only like
my point.
But what about our friends? What about our friends?
I'm just playing God's advocate. You know what I'm saying?
There's no way around it because like.
So let me ask y'all a question. And the answer might be no for Rose.
That ain't how I feel.
It might be yes for you, Caesar.
That ain't how I feel.
Because you watch a lot of Oscar movies. How many of y'all have seen the movie American Beauty with Kevin Spacey? Like, in that movie, that's the synopsis of the movie, to Rose's point. He starts being attracted to a girl that's his daughter's best friend.
And
that's the whole movie. The whole movie is he starts trying to have a relationship with a woman that's his daughter's best friend.
Let me clarify. I am not saying that I agree with it. I'm just saying that's people's counterpoint. They was like, well, I'm not thinking of, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm not thinking about my daughter. I'm thinking about, like, hey.
But to Rose's point, I wouldn't even.
I'm saying it's disgusting.
If I had a daughter that age, I wouldn't even want to mess with someone that could potentially be my daughter's friend or went to school with my daughter.
Yeah.
And that's what's so crazy in this conversation. Rose?
Yeah, I set my piece on it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with these hoes. And that's for the old niggas that do it, for the young hoes that do it, and for the old hoes that do it.
Oh, let me go get this 22-year-old. He had me.
I don't know what's wrong with all y'all hoes. Like, you know what I'm saying? All y'all hoes, like, man, it's like people, the women that's messing with these high school kids, letting them run trains on them. Like, why? Like, C's and Vertizi right here, man. They can give you the work. You know what I'm saying? And then also like, man, yeah, man. I set my piece, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, back to me, man. I mean, I just feel like when I look at, like, I hear some women say, "Oh, I'm very mature." I hear people say she's very mature for her age, and I've said this on the pod before. We hear that phrase all the time, but when do we hear maybe he's just immature for his age? Because I'm not trying to disrespect no niggas, but we all have met niggas that's our age, and we talk to them, and we like, man, that nigga seem like he at least 10 years younger than me, man. And that's part of the problem too, is a lot of you niggas really can't handle women your own age, man. Cause like when you a real man, when you a real nigga, man, you want to deal with a grown ass woman, but you don't want to deal with no little kid, man. Like, you know, I done had young women approach me the last several years, and I'm gonna be honest, man, like that shit is just literally just some fuck toy shit. But I don't really want to have a conversation with somebody that's 22 years old and I'm 34 years old, bro. Because there's really no conversation really to be had, to be honest. Like, there's really nothing that me and that bitch can talk about, that, especially a nigga like me that likes to have deep, thoughtful, meaningful conversations, can have with bitches like 22 years old. And that's the problem for a lot of you niggas. A lot of you niggas really cannot have those kind of conversations. So y'all like to talk to a bitch about, man, what's your favorite color? You like SpongeBob?
Cause that's what they like.
Did you see that meme? Young Thug?
Yeah, did you see that meme that's going on,
Well,
man?
whoop-de-doo.
Like I'm gonna tell you one thing I know Rose ain't ever said to a bitch. What's your favorite podcast? You know? Like that's what some of you niggas like do. And who your favorite streamer, man? What kind of Twitcher you like? Like
I know what your favorite podcast should be though.
No more black tears.
Shout out, man. Go on YouTube, man. Like and subscribe, y'all. You know, but this is the sad part with the society is we've gotten to a point where a lot of older men are just like fucking with younger hoes, and younger hoes just want younger men. And I just want to make it very clear, this is a two-way street. There are a lot of young women who target older men. Like they want to fuck with older men because of the older man is established, has money, you know, and they're in a better position in life than the niggas they're fucking with.
But the thing about it is, they don't want to be with them.
No, they just want what they have.
They just want them to trick on them.
Exactly, and that's my whole point, bro. Like they just want what they have. They don't necessarily want to be with them, and it's vice versa for the older men. The older men don't necessarily want to be with these women. They just literally want access to their bodies, and I just feel like if you in that situation, you need to be very mindful if you're a younger woman that these older niggas just want to fuck. And if you're an older man, be mindful that bitch don't want you now. That bitch want what you got and what you can do for her, man.
Start being in the strip club.
Exactly. And just remember, I say this to MJ time. Nigga, you ain't bigger than the program now. You ain't bigger than the program.
Nobody's bigger than the program.
And moving on to the last topic of the night, y'all. So there was a dude that was talking about, you know, we need to start staying at home and stop going to these clubs and bars because, you know, these clubs and bars are being too ridiculous in their prices. C's, what's your thoughts on this?
I agree. Sometimes in life you got to take 6 months. Shit, give it 6 months. Give it a year. Shit, just like, hey, this next year I'm not going out. I'm trying to pay off debt. I'm trying to stack bread for a car, or I'm trying to pay off a car. You got to make these choices. This shit ain't going nowhere. Especially if you live in a certain. There's a lot of towns in America, Cleveland, Ohio, Columbia, South Carolina, Greenville, North Carolina. I'm trying to name like the big, small cities, but also name a little of these small, big cities. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to like, yo, if you live in Atlanta, I'm gonna be honest. If I was in Atlanta, I'd probably be going out every fucking weekend. But I've been told by people that live in Atlanta, this shit gets old real quick. It's like you done been everywhere you can go. It's like, yeah, it's always a spot you can go to, some new spot you can find, but it's like, yo, you find, just like here in Augusta, there's a lot of places I haven't been to yet that I can go to, but it's like I found places that I like. So it's like YOLO and feel like you're missing out on something. Sometimes you're not. People hate to hear this phrase. I tell people, they was like, everybody cannot do everything all the fucking time. That's why I stress it out. Everybody can't do everything all the time. You can do it sometimes, once in a while, but sometimes like shit, whether it's your pockets, your mentality, like shit, you be like, oh, I'm gonna go out and you know, chill with the homies or chill with people or be around some hoes. Sometimes you just need to sit your ass in the house. Sometimes you generally like really, you need to sit your ass in the fucking house, like, and just chill the fuck out. Like, stop, like, take a weekend off. Watch the game at the house. Go watch there's Google TV. You can watch whatever movie you want to watch. If you want me to, I will link you. No, I'm not even gonna do that. No. You can watch whatever movie you want to watch at the house. Wait till the shit comes out on streaming apps or buy it, rent it for 3 to 4 days. Sometimes there's no problem. Like, niggas always knock the person who sits at the house. Sometimes that's what the fuck you need to do. You've been on a 12-hour shift all fucking week. You work 3, whatever. You work 5 days a week. Whatever schedule you got. There's nothing wrong. Like, there was a meme I seen, like a picture I seen. They said 46% of people are taking vacations at home. Just sitting at the house, not doing shit. And it's like, in quotations, when I say not doing shit, they're literally like, hey, I had this project that I've been working on for 3 months. I'm finally taking a week off of work and finishing the project. It doesn't mean you're not fucking doing anything. It's like, just you're at the house. It's your abode. It's where you sleep. Like, you got times in your life where you live at is literally you just sleep, and that's it. You eat 1 meal, 2 meals, and you're out the fucking door. The shit gets old. There's nothing wrong with recalibrating, taking a break. And it ain't gotta be your actual home. You could be like, hey, I'm going to visit my grandmother, going to visit my parents. And that chill time, that mentally, like, life moves fast. There's a lot of shit going on. Yo, it's nothing wrong with it for the people that do it. Like, as I get older, I'm like, sometimes it's a fucking virtue. I'm learning it's a virtue to do. Like, when you get older, you're gonna look back and be like, yeah, I probably should have slowed down for 1 or 2 times, because it makes you think. It's just like, we talking about choices. It's like, hey, that weekend, she was talking about, oh, you got a condom? Nah, I didn't have a condom. If I was at the house, guess what I would have did? I wouldn't have needed a condom. And I wouldn't have spent all that money on drinks. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of one of them things, man. I just don't feel like there's anything wrong with being at the house. Sometimes you just need that mental clarity, whether it's watch the game at the house, take a drink, take a smoke. Shit, if you want to be around people, shit, invite the homies over. Shit, do it all the time. Like, hey, man, I'm chilling, I'm kicking it. Yo, come over. Rose, like, hey, come watch the game. Come do this. Come do that. I'm at the house. Bertizzi, same shit. Hey, I'm at the house this weekend, man. I don't really feel like doing nothing. I just want to be, I just want to kick it. Cool. Come by the house. You ain't always got to be out, man. Like, niggas, like, and everybody at this table and everybody I associate with, we not the type of people that just want to be seen. Like, shit, we might pop up and make an appearance, but we ain't going out to fucking be seen, man. We just, if you see us, shit, you see us. But, it's, fuck it. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, man. For me personally, man, everything you said was real. And Rose, he'll attest to this. It's a lot of times me and Rose, we be like, fuck it, man. We be like, we'll pull up on each other, especially when I have weekends off. And, we'll get a bottle. We'll go half into a bottle, dog. Get a 6-pack of big or 12-pack of big, get a whole bottle. Sometimes I get 2 bottles. And Rose, if he in the mood for like for y'all don't know, Rose like to grill sometimes. So he in the mood to grill. Man, Rose the type of nigga like, man, you trying to cook something today? And, we'll put our money together. Rose will get some hot dogs, hamburgers, and wings, pork chops. Nigga, I remember, man, what was that night, Rose? It was like a couple years ago. Man, you got some steaks and grilled some steaks. And I'm talking about it's at night. And it's raining and you on your porch with the cover grilling the steaks and shit. Made me a steak sandwich. Like, that's the type of shit we be doing in our friend group. Like we not really no type of niggas where it's like we gotta go to the club, we gotta go to the bar. Don't get it twisted, niggas ain't broke now. Hey, what Kim said, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Like, hey, me and Rose done popped out, and we done showed niggas, and what we say, Rose, this ain't even all our jewelry.
This ain't all our jewelry.
I'm talking about grills, chains, bracelets, everything, man. Like, you know, so like, we don't be stunting that shit like that, man. But as far as like what this person saying, yeah, man, some of y'all niggas tripping. I remember going out to a bar in Augusta and shots being $5-$4. Now y'all trying to charge $12 for some shots. We go to the club, y'all charge $20-$25 to get in. Used to only be $10-$15 to get in. Then y'all want niggas to pay to sit down. You go to Miami Vice, nigga, they talking about, oh, it costs $25 to sit there. It costs $50 to sit there. The bar's free to sit at. It's like, hold up, bro. Like, so the whole place is set up for you. You gotta pay for seating? Like, this some crazy ass shit. You know, you go to the other lounges and stuff. A lounge is a lounge. You know what you're supposed to do at a lounge, season, Rose? Lounge. I gotta pay to sit down in a lounge? You go to a lounge, it's like, oh yeah, this area is $80 to sit down at. Man, bro, you're not supposed to be charging me just to sit fucking down, nigga. And this is the crazy part people don't understand. These places like to charge you to sit down, but you're not giving me no bottle. You're not giving me no food. You charging me literally just to sit fucking down. And that's the issue with these spots. Man, this nigga start talking about parking. Man, thank God in Augusta we ain't to that point where niggas paying for parking. But let me tell you, man, I'd have been to Savannah and Atlanta and Georgia. Man, parking be ridiculous, dog. You pull up somewhere. I remember a couple years ago, I went to Allure before Allure became like as big as it is now. And I pulled up in the parking lot. And this Indian dude was like in the parking lot. And I'm about to park my car. He like, no, buddy, I'm gonna park your car. So I'm like, cool. So he parks the car for me. You know, parks is just nice for me. It's a small ass parking lot.
How many feet? Like it was like 10 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah, like the parking lot wasn't that big. It looked like it was in the cut behind a gas station. So he parks the car for me. I'm getting ready to get my key so I can go to stand in line to, you know, go ahead and go in the club. This nigga get ready to get my keys back. That's $25, buddy. Nigga, what? $25? Nigga, I could have parked my... Like, there was no cars really in the parking lot. I could have parked my fucking car myself. I didn't ask you to do this shit. I literally tried to park my car. You and your homeboy would not let me park my car. I got out my car, gave you my keys. You parked the car. I'm thinking you might ask for a tip. You telling me it's $25. So now I'm over here like, man, he go $25. And then I go and stand in line. I'm like, bro, this is some bullshit. I'm already out $25 fucking before I even went into this establishment. And for those who haven't been in a spot like Atlanta, like it's like that in a lot of places in Atlanta. Me and D Will, we was in Miami a couple years ago. And we trying to have some fun. And we trying to go to a little spot late at night, you know, go to a little strip club just before he got married or whatever, you know, when he was still just, you know, living his life. And like literally, we find a strip club called Booty Trap. We get to Booty Trap.
Booty Trap?
Booty Trap.
Damn.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Vegas.
Yeah, no, Booty Trap, like Booty Trap. So we get the Booty Trap, and guess what happens, C's? It's like $50 to park somewhere. Man, this nigga D Will said, fuck that. Now let me tell you, for those who don't, D Will don't trip about money. D Will said, fuck that. I said, I feel you, dog. Man, we try to park somewhere else. It's $30. He said, man, fuck that. We finally found a spot that's like probably like a good maybe 50, like I say about a good 80 to 100 yards walking. Where we can park or whatever from the club, and it's like $10. And he's like, man, I'm cool doing this. And he parks or whatever.
That's it. That's it. 100 nigga.
It might be feet. It might be feet.
I'm the friend, nigga. I'll pop a block away and be like, hey, nigga, on the walk out the club, we'll have time enough to sober up.
It was about around the corner, basically. It was around the corner.
I'm saying, I'm the friend. I'll be like, hey, bro.
Nigga, I know. I've seen you park at the back of Walmart parking lot.
Nigga, hey, hey, niggas will be sober by the time we get to the car. Nigga.
But like literally, he spent 20 minutes looking for the proper parking because the parking was tripping, man. Like a lot of you establishments don't understand. Niggas not trying to pay all these ridiculous ass prices just to get in your establishment, just to park. And then once we get in the establishment, niggas still gotta drink, eat, or whatever else, we trying to do there, man. Like, yeah, man. I'm a firm believer of, and I felt like this when I was in college, man. I used to tell MGH, shout out to MGH, he used to be like, man, I like club. I was like, man, fuck that. I like house parties. And he used to be like, man, why you like house parties? I said, man, because house parties just better, man. Everything feel more authentic. Everything feel more real. Plus, you ain't spending unnecessary money, man. I'd rather go to a house party, spend like $15 to get in the house party, $20 to get in the house party, and I ain't have to pay to park. I ain't got to pay for drinks. I ain't got to pay for no food. And I'm out $20 for the whole night, and I get to just kick it with people, dog.
Shit, even with that, man, I feel a type of way. Like, nigga, you charging me $20 to come in your house? I should have paid $5. I bought a bottle, which a lot of times, to be honest, we done bought decent bottles. Everybody else done brought E&J, Everclear, other bottom shelf, military special, bottom shelf shit. Niggas is drinking that, but then as soon as they see our bottle, niggas won't pour up. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was a strip party, a regular house party, kicking it, like niggas just naturally like, oh, I'm out $50 already. Plus you want me to pay $20 to come in your house. It ain't like you got a nice ass laid out pad with, big screen TV and all this other nice shit. Like, nigga, you got regular shit. You got regular ass house with some regular shit. You just happen to have niggas and hoes there. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. And the only reason I came out is because you knew somebody who knew somebody that knew my people. And I'm like, hey, bro, what you got going on this weekend? Man, I'm watching the game, man. I'm chilling. Hey, man, it's this house party you want to check out? Fuck it. Let's go. Niggas pop up. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you want me to give you money to get in your house? The fuck am I doing? I might as well go to the fucking club at that point. All this bullshit, I might as well go to the fucking club, dude. Like, y'all niggas is bugging. Like, fuck this shit.
I mean, it just depends on, like, the house party compared to the club, man. But, I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather go to a house party than a club, man. Especially, like, we in the biggest city where you gotta pay for parking.
It's a balance, nigga. It's a balance.
But you gotta pay for drinks, too, man.
Yeah, but picture this. If you go to a house party in Atlanta, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? $20, $15, $40. And then it's somebody who either owns the house and they got an Airbnb, which when it's not Airbnb, they just throw parties in the house. They don't live there. They just fucking throw parties, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the drinks in the house free, though.
Maybe.
The food in the house free.
Maybe this nigga done hired a whole bartender. She working at Lord. She took time off.
Man, this not even a house party no more, man. This ain't even a house party no more. This some other shit.
It is a house party, though.
Nah, this some other shit.
It's somebody's house, and it's a party.
But this some other shit.
What you mean other shit? It's somebody's house.
This some extravagant shit.
Extravagant house party.
I'm talking about a house party like Kid and Play. I'm talking about a house party.
You talking about
where ain't no bartender, ain't no house party, nigga.
This is when niggas getting the definitive term.
I'm talking about when you walk in the kitchen, all the liquor bottles and chasers in the kitchen.
Kick back.
And help yourself. Yes, a kickback, nigga. For those who remember what a kickback was, house party.
What it is, and a kickback. It's a fucking full frontal cartwheel.
Yes.
The way y'all motherfuckers be doing.
Once you pay your $10, $15, or maybe $20 at the most to get in, it's liquor in the house, and you just pour your liquor up, and it's food, and you eat how you want to eat, and it's people, and you mingle how you want to mingle. I'm talking about that. I ain't talking about no extravagant shit you talking about, nigga, where it's a bartender.
Nigga, we been doing shit like that.
Yeah, that ain't no house party, man. That's niggas trying to turn a profit.
That's what the original flyer or the original message.
Yeah, but that's not no house party. That's niggas trying to turn a profit, man. If you got a bartender and the bartender be like, yeah, that's $10 or $5, oh, this ain't no house party no more.
Nah, what if it's, you seen the shit where they do it, you done got a drink, but the expectation is you didn't spend, you know in the club this will cost you $12.
Yeah.
But it's free. It's free.
Yeah.
But she's working for tips and she look good. They made sure they got a bad bitch.
Man, I tip if I feel like it, nigga. She not gonna make me tip.
No. You look like a broke nigga if you don't tip.
Okay, nigga, who cares?
It's like,
Is she finna suck my dick?
nigga, same shit. I'm like, bitch, I came to this party. I didn't spend my money on my car, bitch. I ain't got no cash.
Like you forget, Juice Man hired a whole bartender in one of our parties.
Yo, son,
ain't nobody asked that nigga do all that shit.
Yo, son, I spent money. I spent my cash coming in this bitch. I gave you my dub. The rest of the liquor was on a debit card.
But the only house parties I'm ever going to spend extra money in once we walk in the house party is like, oh, it's strippers in here. Like once I spend my $10, $20 to get in here and it's like, oh, it's strippers in here. I need to throw more money. I need to spend money. Outside of that, I'm not spending no extra money in no house party.
I mean, hey, man, I'm just saying, bro. Stop knocking people for staying at the house. It's like, hey, sometimes you got it. You just be like, I got it.
You don't want to spend it. Like, nigga, like, bro, do you feel like going to Oak
conversations we had
and spending $300 on a section and a bottle?
Like conversations we had. You'd be like, what you doing this weekend?
On the same bottle, they were like, bro, we was in Oak for my birthday. We spent $200 on a bottle of Hennessy. That same bottle will cost us how much in the liquor store? Like $50?
Nigga, and then hold up. Not even shout out. I'm calling Oak out. How do you run out of shit?
Yeah.
How do you run
out? You ain't got no Ciroc, you ain't got no Crown, you ain't no 1800.
I think y'all had it in
no Baby Young.
I feel like y'all had it in the
back. They was trying to upcharge us, man. Like shout like fuck that nigga Dwayne Stokes, man. If you hear this, nigga Dwayne, fuck you, nigga.
Damn, bro.
Nah, fuck that nigga, bro. That nigga was trying to upcharge regular civilians, bro. Because how we get a menu from your bitches telling us how much the liquor's supposed to be, and then we choose, okay, we want some Ciroc for $160, or we want some Crown Apple for $160, and we get told, oh, we ain't got none of that shit. We ain't got no 1800, no Jose Cuervo, no Ciroc, no Crown, no Avion. All we got is all the bottles is 200 and up. That's all y'all got. And let me get some details to people listening. When we walked in the club, did you see another bottle on any table?
Nah, we was the only ones.
We was the first motherfuckers to purchase a fucking bottle.
And then they said, wasn't there a distinction? Orange and black. Black is what? The bottle girls?
Black is the bottle girl. Orange is like the waitresses.
So it's like, okay, there was literally a waitress that came up to me. She was dancing. Matter of fact, before she started dancing, she was in a corner with a homegirl. They was dancing.
Exactly.
It was like, okay, shots. We was the only people in there with a bottle that spent the money on a bottle. Had people next to us that they was asking us for shots. And it turns out, look, they knew people that worked.
Don't do that, C's. Don't do that, C's. They didn't ask for shots. You volunteered shots.
I say again, ask for shots. Yes, ask for shots. Cause I ain't volunteer shit.
Did you lean over to be like, hey, them hoes look thirsty. Should we give this a shot?
I ain't say that.
That's what you said to me, nigga. Yes, you did.
But it turns out, look, it turns out, hey, that's such and such's cousin.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, yeah.
It all worked out.
But no. Fuck you. Hold on, fuck you. I said they look thirsty. I should.
Yes.
I should. But then look, later on, what happens? They ask. So I'm like,
no, they asked for second shots. You volunteered the first shots.
because somebody asked me. I'm never gonna know. I'm not gonna let you go. Fuck you. I'm gonna defend myself, nigga.
Nigga, I ain't know nothing about this. I didn't know about this the first time now.
You was right there. What you mean you don't know?
I was doing my own thing. I was drinking my drink.
Nigga, and I had a hookah. Of course I'm focused. I'm focused on my own shit. I say, yeah, they look thirsty. And then look, later on, hey, this is such and such's cousin. This is blah, 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 blah. This, and they important. But, I mean, man, this shit, as much as shit costs, man, fuck it. Yeah, stay at the house. Buy a bottle for your fucking house. Fuck it.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, my closing thoughts on the whole situation is, hey, man, sometimes I'd rather be at home with my homeboys, you know, get some hoes I know, and we just kick it, play some spades, play some Uno, buy our own liquor, man, because y'all want to charge us $200 for a bottle. Guess what? I'll spend $40, $50 for a bottle. We can drink it ourselves, man, and we can go out chill and have fun, man. Final thoughts, C's and Rose?
Take a random chance in life, man. Maybe do some shit that you're interested in and take a chance on it. I'll say that.
Yeah, man. I ain't got no final thoughts, man. Y'all boys did y'all thing. Like, you already know me. I'd rather stay at the house or do anything else and spend extra money on anything.
Yeah, man. I remember watching the movie in the 90s, you know, when I was younger. And as I got older, I watched this movie again. And it had Lawrence Fishburne in it. And it had Cuba Gooding Jr. in it. It had Malcolm Jamal Warner in it. It had Mekhi Phifer in it. It had Andre Barrier in it, if you ever seen the show Brooklyn 911. It had Courtney B. Vance in it. And it had Alan Payne in it. And, you know, it was the Tuskegee Airmen movie, man. You know, it was about, you know, Black people who joined the military to serve their country, you know, in the Air Force and be pilots. And it's a very great movie, man, and it's based off a true story.
I'm not trying to overcorrect. Back then, it was the Army Air Corps.
Yeah. And it's so relevant, man, because recently, man, last week, Lieutenant Colonel George Hardy passed away last week at 100 years old. And he started training at 17. At 19, he became the youngest red tail pilot to fly combat. And it's just to me, when I saw his passing, it made me just think about that movie. And it just made me think about how I learned about history. And so many times we as Black people feel like stuff was so long ago, but there's so many people from that time period that dealt with that stuff that's still living. Man, so in the words of Ed Ben Rakim, peace.
Yeah, man. Y'all can catch us at the next light, man. We in traffic. And I'm back quiet. Mr. DJ Rose, Verteezy, and C's, welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. For sure, MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap a seatbelt, go and sell our land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.